I think that people need to start taking action, and there's all these discussions that are going on, and everyone's so afraid like what's going to happen to the economy, and it's just they're wasting time talking, and it's happening right now, and I think that people should take action.
So what have I done to help the environment? Well, basically the only thing I've done is follow my dad's mentality and just not use so much plastic bags. Besides that, I've also installed these water saving things in the toilet and the water pumps. That way I use less water whenever I use the bathroom.
Well, I have I don't buy water bottles anymore. I have a what do you call those? Like those thermos?
Yeah, those thermal stuff.
Yeah,
so
and like even for coffee, so when I go to Starbucks, I use that, and then I also don't use plastic bags. I have eco-friendly bags, and I turn off the tap when I brush my teeth.
Alright.
That's about it.
Yeah, I wash my car using a pay a lot of hose.
My family and I give our old newspapers to that man who comes by every week. I try to do my part to save paper, saving trees, by reusing old notes. I get notes from seniors, saves paper. What else do I do? Water, I save water by showering once a day. No, I'm kidding. Well, you know that I used to let the water run when I brush my teeth, but after watching all those ads that constantly tell you to not, I actually don't.
I switch off, I try to remember to switch off all the lights and fans in the room before I leave the room. And whatever notes I have for my class, I try not to print them out if I don't need them. And if I really have to print them out, then I print them on both sides of the paper. Low. Not because I think it's not important, but I think it's quite hard. I mean, besides doing things like using both sides of the paper and not printing out like lecture notes, conserving electricity and saving water, I don't really know what else I can do.
I would say priority-wise, I suppose it would be low, because the thing is, the things that I do, I do it because of the environment. It's more of a like subconscious effort sort of thing. Like, you know, it's been drilled into my head so often that I actually eventually start doing things. So yeah, it's not something I make a priority of. It's just something that I do. Yeah.
I would say that it's very important for the whole world in general, but it hasn't fully clicked in my head yet how important it is. I'm still doing the simple things like recycling and not using so many plastic bags, but I haven't gotten into the whole being green and bothering about the whole electricity saving and all that kind of stuff.
Really high because of the course that I'm taking in university. So it made me realize how important it is, and it also made me realize how easy it is to actually be green. I mean, all you have to do a few simple steps and you can change so much. So yeah.
I don't think there's one method that's like the most effective. I mean, I think
There's no the best.
I think if you just constantly like try and raise awareness through ads, campaigns, everything.
I think that has to be drilled in
As
through
long as-
any possible way.
As long as the message is just like constantly in your face, you know, something to always just remind you. Then
TV, because when people see all those documentaries or ads about how by screwing up the environment, what effects there are. For example, like when they see how animals suffer or how lousy the environment looks after it's been tampered with, that's when it fully clicks into your head about how bad it can truly be. So I'd say it's the visualization that comes from TV, like ads and documentaries.
Yeah, I kind of agree, like scaring is a good method, but I think that if it's like hurricanes and animals dying, if it's too extreme, I feel that people look at it and they think like, oh, that's really bad, but then they don't know what they can do to help. So I think that they should personalize it. It should be in communities, it should be in schools, everywhere. So just like make it easy for people to do things, to give them information and change their lives.
Like, I suppose, like, for me, I think what really made me pay attention to this whole environmental issue was my lecturer, because she made us do, there was one point when she made us do a lot of projects and stuff related to the environment, so that contributed a lot to my environmental education.
Yeah, I guess education would be one
Yeah.
rather effective
Yeah.
way.
No. No.
No, definitely not. The government has not been doing
Apart
enough.
from sponsoring ads.
Yeah, apart from that campaign, what was that thing before you throw? That thing before you throw
So
campaign.
apart from starting the
yeah,
campaign,
I think that was the
Yeah.
only thing
The
they
government
didn't
did.
actually like
Yeah.
do anything.
The government
about it.
never has followed through. They come up with an idea and that's it.
So yeah, answer
No.